Hey guys, these are your cards for Friday, September the 27th, 2019. And I actually went live on IG to do a brief tutorial how I do my daily pick a cards. I've been getting a lot of DMs asking me, like, why do I have the candles? Why do I have the statues, the plants, and how I actually use what deck I use, and how do I interpret things? How much do I use the guidebook? And I do refer to the guidebook just to ensure that I am passing on the correct information. So, without further ado, if you have already seen the IG live, I will actually be reading the actual book interpretation along with this as well. So, there might be a little more information that was not in the live IG because I ended up answering some questions. And so let's get into it. So we have anxiety, and when I would pull this card, I heard finances, but we see the storm is being pulled away. It's in the distance. So this is coming to an end for a lot of us. So don't put too much energy into your finances right now, because we have two beautiful cards. To me, this card has double meaning for me. It's Angel of Balance, and right now we're in the Libra season. And with the Libra season, it's like justice, balance. Libras are, some people say that we're indecisive. But for me personally, I am indecisive because I try to, when it comes to situations where people are involved, I want to make sure that both sides are balanced as a typical Libra, and I'm easygoing because I don't like confrontation. I've always been like that. So Angel of Balance, I find that we have to use our personal logic here. We have to understand that our financial situation with some, and for this, with the red, is love. That's what I'm saying. Some of these cards play into each other, but you know what I mean? It's finances and it's love. These two play into each other. This one is faith to me, but I also see twin flames and love. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this looks like Jesus to me. I'm a faithful, spiritual person. I don't belong to no particular religion. I follow some faith-based with some people more than others because it resonates with me more. So, to me, it looks like your soul. It looks like your third eye chakra and your crown chakra here. This could also mean like soulmate to me, or twin flames. It looks like the fire is in both of his hands. If you do follow the Christian Roman Catholic faith, they have the heart that has the crown, and it usually has a fire on it, or it has the fire spreading out of it. So some of us are getting more in depth with our spirituality. I know I am. I'm on a different level now that I used to be. So these cards are playing into each other. They have been playing into each other for a while now. So the Angel of Balance is basically telling me that things are going to balance out with your finances. Things are going to balance out in your love life. So let me just put the cards back in the order that I pulled them, so there's no confusion here. Oh, and again, guys, my internet is garbage with the weather, so I am no longer posting on the IG videos. And I used to post like 1-minute videos and then post on the timeline, and then they get deleted. So I find it easier just to post on my YouTube channel for the interpretations until I call this new internet company and see if they're able to provide me with better service, and that way I'm able to go with them, because my IG videos, they it's like boom to like 99.9%, and then the last like percent lags for 5 to 6 hours, and I need my internet. It's like, this is crazy. I can't do anything. It ties up my internet for hours. So enough with that. So we also, like I was saying, some of us are touching more into our spirituality. We're getting more united with our faith. And some of this is about love, finding your twin flame or your soulmate. And for some, we've been calling this, guys, that this broken heart, I see that this is a relationship, and this is not the first time they've broken your heart. It's, you know what I mean? It's like your heart it looks like battered and scarred. You know what I mean? This is not the first time. So some of us are being called to reevaluate the situation, and then this is a situation we want to continue in. We also have to be careful that we are in a season where it's It's getting colder out. Let's be honest, in this part of the world, and some people are out there that like to have a person in their life for the holidays, which we have are coming up on Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and they usually break up before Valentine's Day or after Valentine's Day. So be wary that if you do get in a relationship, we like the cards were calling, be clear what you want out of the situation so the other individual doesn't get hurt. So if you're just looking for someone to keep you warm during the winter, obviously you don't want to say that because they'll tell you to go fly a kite. So if I were this person that is only there for a short time, and this is not a long-term relationship, make that clear. You are only looking for something for now. You are not looking for a committed relationship. You can be looking for certain things in your relationships and say it in a very elegant way. You don't have to be crude or disrespectful because we're all human at the end of the day. We all have emotions. So some of us, like I said, will be finding our twin flame. I know an individual that I have read for many a time is looking for her twin flame, her soulmate, so he's coming in. This person that is in a relationship where it's, the definition of insanity. You keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. And you're expecting different results when you're not. Let me just take a look what's at the bottom of this heart. That is a teardrop at the bottom of the heart. So this is a verbally abusive relationship, leaving you in tears. This person is the definition of sanity. They're never going to change. I hate to tell you. But I believe in being truth and authentic. Sorry. I just saw an individual crying in their hand, so I apologize. So with this card, contract. But I'm not looking in the book right now. I'm going by what my interpretation is right now. And I will dive into the book. So to the contract, this is Libra season, so we're finding balance. And she's also got a fire in this one. I'm just holding it up. It looks like there's a light. I'm not seeing things here. That looks like a fire to me. So we're finding in the, positive balance here. This is also, to me, it's justice, right? So we were talking about situations where we were blind to information. Not that we didn't want to see the information was being withheld. And this has to do with the law. Someone broke the law here. And now the balance will be returned on in your favor. So, you know what I mean? Someone, you have a contract here. I know what this means to me as an individual. You take what resonates with you. So this is a legal matter. Things were kept away. That were not brought to you. That's not meaning that you did something wrong. It's just people withheld information. And you tried your very best with what information you had to make sure that this situation had the best possible outcome for everybody. Not for just yourself. You were not being selfish in this situation. The other side was being selfish. I'm just going with resonates with me and how I feel at this second, and that's how I feel. So this, to me, this is happening to a Libra, or take it as justice is now being balanced in your favor. It's tipped in your favor. That this is going to come to light. This information very soon is going to come to light. I think that what they did is now biting them in the butt. The Reaper is now coming for his payment. So we got this anxiety card before, and actually when I did my live IG, I opened my deck, and this card was not face down as my other. I always have my cards face down. I always have my cards facing the same way. This card was faced up, first card I saw. And I usually put it back in and reshuffle, but I've been learning to go with it because I will put the card back in, reshuffle, and the card pops out anyway. So anxiety, the actual book definition is worry and distress in the upright position, because this card does reverse and upright. The woman on this card is felt with anxiety, worry about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate you're experiencing a time of increased distress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself bordering about much of the time. So you're worried about this all the time. This situation is on your mind all the time. However, if you notice the scene outside the window, the storm in the distance, perhaps even moving away. However, it is ongoing. This card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Worrying about it all the time never solved anything. So trust in yourself and the process. And when you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you are far likely to receive the situation that you seek. And my sister taught me this. For those that are new to my channel, thank you for joining on. I am a young widow, and I used to worry about things that didn't need to be worried about. I would give myself so much anxiety, and my chest would hurt because I was so worried. So when you think about something too much, you know when you're thinking about something too much because you start getting a headache. Start counting off what you're thankful for. I know it sounds stupid, but especially those people that don't believe in faith, but I think a lot of people are good, and we can be thankful for the positivity in our life, for the lights, for the electricity, for the, well, lights and electricity are the same thing. Electricity, water, food, shelter, the people in our lives. And you will slowly start to see that your mind no longer goes there. And when you catch yourself going there, release it and leave it to the universe, if that makes sense. Say, I'm no longer allowing to let this situation control my emotions, and I control my emotions. You know, if it's something from the past, you cannot change the past. Unfortunately, you know how many times I would rewind and change things, but we can't. So try to catch yourself in those situations and try to change it into a positive situation, because your mental health is very important. Your mental health can affects all your organs, and it'll affect your health. So be very mindful of how much you pay attention, how much energy you give to a negative situation. Our next card is Angel of Balance. Again, with this card, it plays into many things. Like I was talking about anxiety. You got to find the balance about how much time you put into things that we worry about. Oh, I'm in love with this person, but they don't pay any attention to me, and going down the negative road. Don't worry about the negative. Release it to the universe. Like they say, if you love something, let it go. Let it be free. If it comes back, it was meant to be. So I'm probably butchering the heck out of that, but that's the sense I'm getting, because this card plays into the anxiety card and also plays into the love card. Being centered and self-honoring in your choices. So this is the upright position. And you know what? I just want to quickly say this. I'm not sure if I made this clear, but this is the second time I've got a crescent moon. So I have a feeling that a lot of this stuff is going to come flourish with the crescent moon. I pulled a card out and it was about love, and I said, I believe this individual, I think it was for someone I was doing a reading for live. And I believe that some of this love and this change is coming with the crescent moon coming, with the new moon. So keep a track of that. I just want to mention that before I forget. The loving presence holding a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong, distant relies on a solid foundation of personal balance, emotional equipment. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater balance is now coming into your life. So this plays into this balance, both balances. Libra, the balancing scales. Here is balance. And I've had my kids back in school for 3 months. We're going into our 3rd month of school. And I've been having a hard time finding a balance of getting things back into order, because we had a situation that threw us for a loop. And we haven't been sleeping properly, so it's thrown us in a loop. We've been getting our school done, but it's hard to find that balance. So this is what this card is calling for, is balance. With the balancing scales here. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. So do not play into the negative. Feed more into the positive. And that is a vessel of light. I thought it was the sands at time. It looked like for me. Whenever you feel you're getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. And we have a heart center here. How beautiful is that? Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. So a lot of us find when we're feeling this way, I find walking helps a lot. It gets my mind busy. excuse me. I find we were called to last Thursday's cards, I believe, or Friday's cards, to find things that are like a meditated state where your mind is just quiet. And I try to do arts and crafts with my boys every single Friday, and I find painting is very relaxing. I'm not thinking about anything. Usually we have music playing and we're just enjoying the artistic part of it, just painting and letting our imagination go wild. And, or we're doing crafts, like they're going to be doing pumpkins and black cats and decorating them this Friday, tomorrow, or today, depending when you see this. And, just try to keep your mind busy. Do things you enjoy, dancing or exercising. Who likes that? I don't like exercising, but I make myself do it. Do things that you enjoy. Go to a movie or put a movie on. Keep your mind busy. You know what I mean? Do something. Unless put on. You could look up on YouTube a beautiful meditation music. I tried to buy the meditation bowls, and you hit it with the little tongue on the side, and you run it around the rim of the bowl, and it makes such beautiful music. And every time I ordered it, I never got it. So what I did is let me check YouTube. And sure enough, they had bowl music on there. So if it's not for you, they have the Amazon rainforest. They have birds. They have a fire burning. They have waves. They have rain. They have the wind rustling through the trees. Just beautiful, amazing sounds. Find a beautiful position on your couch. Some people like to lay down with pillows and just lay down and they end up falling asleep. That's still meditation. Some people like to be in that, strong posture and just, just quiet your mind. And, at first your mind will go to a bunch of things and then it'll quiet down and it'll just be quiet. You just want to get that calm in your mind. So you got to find the balance in that. Healer of ages. So when I pulled this card on the live, I believe someone's going to reconcile with an older woman. This is a shorter woman, great. Looks like her hair was black, and it's you can see at the roots it's still kind of black, and it's a light gray everywhere else, like it's growing out. But you could still see where her root is. Some of the hair is black, if that makes sense. So I believe this is. Some of us are opening our third eye, our crown chakra. We're opening more to spirit or spirituality. This could be your soul. You're enlightening your soul more. You're following your soul more. You are delving deeper into your spirituality, or you're finding your twin flame or your soulmate. To me, it may not to you, looks like Jesus to me. And I've actually have been interested in reading the Jewish Bible since 2009. And I actually asked some of my friends to get it for me, the English one. And they actually got me one in Hebrew. So I actually got located an English one. And I'm on my second time reading it. And it's just beautiful. I've read the Christian Bible. I've read the Catholic Bible. I've read the Quran. It's just the Hebrew faith to me just speaks to me. It's just such a beautiful... If you haven't read the Jewish Bible, please give it a whirl. I'm not saying, convert or anything. I've read many different religions, and this one really speaks to me. I just love it just speaks to your soul. So healer, vitality. So vitality, when I think of vitality, I think of an older person. That's what, because ages is what word spoke out to me in this one. And vitality now, it sounds like an older person. And when I saw this, it was an older woman. She looks like she's a European descendant. She's wearing not a muumuu. And it's not a nightgown. It's like those dresses that they wear. Like a lot of European ladies, like Italian ladies. This one doesn't look Italian to me. She looks more like she's Greek or something. Greek. I'm getting Greek. But I think someone's going to be reconciling with an older lady. This powerful being brings the focus of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness poured from his hand and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity with you is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ails. So, playing into the anxiety card, helping to unblock stuck energy and resolve and revitalizing your life focus. So some of us were finding our purpose in life. Some of us were being called to be healers. So this is what this card is confirming. When I say twin flames and love, this is what my interpretation is. What I'm reading now is what the actual book definition is. So take what resonates with you guys. You know what I mean? But that's what I see. Like, these cards are totally playing into each other for me. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or may just be opening to the wonderful sensation now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that the deeper level and an important healing is taking place. Also, if you're a person that reads cards, when I'm about to do a live or a reading, and I actually put makeup on. I love makeup. I've loved makeup for the longest time, and doing this with lives, I haven't worn makeup in a long time. Shane's almost gone for 3 years now, and when I started doing lives, he actually said to me, you have a reason to wear makeup again. You can use your makeup. Because I would sit there and look at my makeup and I would say, like, do I really feel like putting makeup on? And I felt like putting it on. And then I was like, you know what, forget it. It's just a waste, But I'm doing it for myself. My nails. I started doing my nails again. I got some jewels on. A lot of the moons and stuff came off. But do it for myself. You know what I mean? So that's why when I'm doing my makeup, I sit there and I know for sure I'm doing a live reading. I was getting off topic there. I apologize. I sit there and I say to Spirit, everyone that wants to come in, for anyone that's coming online, please step forward. Please come. You're more than welcome here. And when I'm done, I sit there and I thank them. I thank them for coming in. Because, you feel situation. For me, as an individual, when I do readings, I am brought to situations where I feel certain emotions. There was a lady I was reading for, and she was talking about breaking up with her boyfriend, and I was brought to a situation with someone that was close to me, and her and her boyfriend had a falling out, and I had told her, from reacting, because I'm protective of my friends. I'm a very selfish friend. I like to keep my friends very close to me, and when they're hurt, I hurt. So, I'm a Libra. I feel everything. I'm sensitive, as they call it, quote unquote. So I got offended that this had happened to her. And her wiser best friend, still her best friend to this date, said, you know what? Take a breath. Leave him where he is. Take the night. You stay in your corner. He stays in his corner. And then regroup tomorrow. And they worked it out. And I was like, and I turned around, listening to her counsel and her wisdom. I said, she's right. That's, both of you guys take a break. Everything is, built up here. Take a break. And they ended up getting back together. They eventually did end up breaking up. But, as we grow older, you need to recognize the more powerful wisdom around us. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying, when you read cards, we are being, this doorway has been open for us. And for other individuals that are, I know there's one girl that I don't want to say mentoring, but I'm trying to help her out. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't call myself a mentor, because I don't like that. I don't like labels, but I'm helping her out. And I, like today with the live, because she's one of the people that has been asking me to help her out. And, that's what I'm saying. Like, this window is open for us to listen more, to quiet our minds. That's why meditation is important right now. We've been called to meditate a lot in the cards lately. So we're being brought to this spiritual level. It doesn't actually mean like religion, spirituality. This could be whatever your heart desires, whatever you believe in, whatever speaks to you. I'm not saying that to be a hack or anything or be unauthentic, because I know not a lot of people believe, and that's totally fine. So, broken heart. And like I said, this is a teardrop coming out of the heart. To me, this is a situation, like the heart is battered here. This is a situation, the definition of insanity. I'm getting a male being abusive to a female. This might not be the scenario. But me, I'm getting a strong negative male, verbally abusive, and the female is crying, is what I'm seeing. So the definition of insanity with this gentleman is thinking that he's going to change, and he's not going to. And the actual book definition is grief and loss. This is the second time I've gotten grief and loss in cards this week. This card shows a broken heart open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and grief-felt tears. It was in our Throne Thursdays cards, was grief and loss. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from the more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so righteously deserve. So, like I said, this is an abusive situation because the heart is battered here, and they're left crying. So we were told that some of us are going to be called to leave a situation, that it's time. The universe is saying it's time. So keep that in mind, guys. And then our last card is contract. So with my personal interpretation is what we were blind to is now being brought to the light and balancing in our favor. And this is a legal matter to me. Not just because of the contract behind her, but it feels very legally to me. And a lot of the cards have been calling that, with not just myself, with JJ Constellations. She also mentioned this week. I believe she mentioned this. Partnership, legal commitment. This card shows a contract in the background, which is the contract right there behind her, ready to be signed. But see how the contract is all tattered here? It looks like it's been burnt. Like you're going back and forth a lot. Indicates a commitment connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or and even a commitment in marriage. However, the conditions, this card is more than a usual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, so like a prenup, at least for the time being. So you hear a lot of times, oh, they had a prenup, but then she's fighting the prenup or he's fighting the prenup because the other individual is making more money. You know what I mean? That kind of situation. The scales of justice indicate that it is a legal action is underway. It is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light, so it is a light, but I see fire. A potentially new opportunity, so remain aware and perceive to what may be coming your way. So I think what you've been blind to is now being brought to light. I don't feel any negativity with this card. I feel like a sense of relief on our side and justification, if that makes sense, and that you did everything right that you could in this situation. You tried to make sure that every side was happy, because you're like me, you're a people pleaser. Not even a people pleaser. It's just you, like I said, sensitive, as I like to say, where you feel emotions of everybody. And you, with everything going on, you had the other party's best interest at heart, and they turned around and stabbed you in the back. So just know that the scales have tipped in your favor now, and everything is being brought to light, and everything will come out. All the lies will be debunked, So just sit back and pop your popcorn and watch it all play out, basically. This is why I love YouTube, because I can go on and nothing happens. And I apologize the video being a little longer because, like I said, I did the live and I was explaining. So, you know what I mean? I'm just going just going into that a little bit more. So this will be posted in the AM of Friday. So have a blessed weekend, guys. Remember to check out the live. It's like a Medium talk show that Erin, her tag name is at Soulwork on Instagram, SOULWRK. She's going to be the host, and 3 other mediums are going to join her. So please make sure Saturday, keep all your notifications on. Follow Erin because she will be adding all the mediums to go live. And depending how it goes, it will be an hour and a half, maybe even longer. So if this is something, especially those ladies, and I say ladies because that's who messaged me, have DM'd me asking me about how to do the daily cards. And, you know, if you watch the live video, you see Treasurelicious come on and she speaks her truth. You know, this is how I feel. So how do I separate my emotions to the emotions of the situation? So this is going to be a real in-depth. Everyone's different and unique in their own wonderful way. I'm different. Erin's different. JJ's different. Lightwork is different. We all do our cards. We all do things differently. We all interpret things differently. We all have experienced different things. So please join us this Saturday. It'll be amazing. Depending how long I'm on and how my energy is, I'm going to try and go on live to do pick a cards and answer questions. So make sure that not only with Soul Work, with Erin myself, SOULWRK, make sure all your notifications are on. So go into your settings, follow her, go into your notifications, and make sure that you have all video notifications turned on. And you can watch the live this weekend. And I hope you guys join us. Have a blessed weekend. And this weekend is Rosh Hashanah for my family. So I will not be back until Tuesday night. So the first daily cards I will be picking is for Wednesday. So I love you guys very much. Have a very blessed weekend. If you're celebrating Rosh Hashanah, happy Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many things mixed up. So have a blessed Rosh Hashanah, have a blessed weekend, and please join us on Saturday, guys. And thank you for all the continued growing support. And I hope to make you guys proud.